Hey guys, so yep, that's right, you've seen the title. Today we are going to be testing out the new e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Now this is trending everywhere. It has blown up since Jeffree Star reviewed this primer. He tested it next to the Tatcha, what is that called? Silk Skin? Something like that. It's the Tatcha primer. I am a big primer buff. Now I have to have a really good primer on. But I'm not willing to pay $54 for the Tatcha. I have tried it out, so I do know how it performs. I know how it feels. I know how it smells. I know how it wears. So I'm going to be testing out the e.l.f. and I'm going to see if it compares to it. First of all, this was only $8. So to be honest with you, I believe every word that Jeffree said. This is Jeffree Star approved. I honestly believe him. But I do also think that everybody has different skin types. So it's going to perform differently on everybody. Now, my skin, if you don't know, if you're new here, my skin is very, very dry. Now, I used to be combo skin up to a few months ago. Excuse my puppies in the background because they are like the rudest puppies. They are so rude. I'm telling you, they're rude. They're rude. And my cats are even ruder. They don't care about anybody but themselves. And they're all in here. They're all in here, so this video is going to be highly edited, and I'm not talking about like expensively highly edited, or I'm going to put a lot of edits in it, or I'm even going to actually work hard at it, because I'm not, there's just going to be a lot of parts cut out. I've already got makeup done today. Whenever I got this today, I was like, nope, I'm doing this review today. I want to test this out. I've been waiting for this, and I'm so glad that I got it. This is sold out everywhere. And I don't know how, I don't know if it was my intuition or what, but I actually ordered this the day before Jeffree Star's video, and now it is sold out everywhere ever since he done his review. I couldn't believe it. So I did hear that I think Ulta's getting it back in stock here pretty soon. I thought they were supposed to get it yesterday, and I went on the site today. So currently, from what I seen, it's still sold out everywhere. But I heard they were supposed to get a shipment in, and I don't know if they got a shipment in and it sold out too, or they haven't got it in yet. I'm not sure, but I know they will be restocking soon, guys, so you will be able to get your hands on this. Don't worry about it. If you don't have it now, you will have it. But again, I used to be combo skin a few months ago, and then all of a sudden something hit me, and now my skin is dry as the Sahara Desert. And when I say dry, I mean dry, and I couldn't believe it. Like, this done this overnight, and it went all the way up the back of my neck, into my head, into my hair, everywhere. Oh my God, it is awful. It is awful, and now I feel you dry skin people. I feel you, because it's awful. But anyways, I'm going to go get this makeup off, and we're going to test this out. Alright guys, don't mean to scare you, but I'm back, bare-faced. And for those of you, like I said, that are new, that don't know me, I do have a birthmark on my left eye. Another couple of things about me, my house burnt down New Year's morning, so I'm kind of staying at a neighbor's house right now until I can rent a home. And I've got all of my 8 cats in here. I got 2 puppies. So there's going to be a lot of noise through this video. I'm just forewarning you guys. So anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to read what its claims are. We are going to smell it. We are going to feel it. We are going to test this out. Now, I was going to test this with just a foundation over top of it, but I feel like I need a little bit of concealer and a little bit of powder and a little bit of bronzer, because we got to test the powders on top of it too. So that's what we're going to be doing. Now, I'm not going to be doing no eyeshadows or anything. And this is going to be an all-day wear test. I'm going to wear this and test it and see how long it's going to last all day. I'm going to do one side of my face with no primer and the other side of my face with the primer, just to see if there's any difference in the performance, if you need it or if you don't need it. Okay, first of all, it says, this perfecting putty primer smooths the skin and preps it with squalane, something like that, not sure, to help moisturize and grip makeup for all-day wear. The velvety texture glides over the skin, smoothing over imperfections for a poreless effect. Now, the directions say apply a thin, even amount to moisturize skin prior to makeup application. Allow to set for 30 seconds before applying foundation. Now, I did get mine in Universal Sheer. I'm not exactly sure if there was other shades or not. But, of course, I went ahead and I moisturized and everything. And I usually wait in between 10 and 20 minutes before I even do anything, any primer, anything. So I do let my skincare, I let my lotions, moisturizers settle in. So now we are going to test her out. First of all, it looks like play putty, like the putty that you used to get when you was a kid in the like little egg thing. I used to lay them over newspapers and like the print would come off on the putty. It was so cool. I am not smelling anything. Now, I don't know if anybody else has a smell to theirs, or because I have had a cold, so I am a little bit stopped up. So I don't smell anything, so I don't think there's a smell to it. It is very velvety. Now, it does feel very oily for some reason, and I'm not sure if you could see this. It looks like it has a lot of oil in it. Now, I don't know if that's just the feel of it or what. Now, it just looks so invisible, but it does have a slight glow to it, so I think that's very beautiful. So let's go ahead and get this on half of our face. Now, I don't think you're really supposed to dig in and like take a chunk out. I think you're just supposed to get the film over, and I'm not sure. So I got about this much, if you could see that. So I don't think you're supposed to have a whole lot. So this is going to be the primer side, y'all. Just remember that this side with the birthmark, I'm leaving alone. We are going to test this out. And matter of fact, it's really easy to apply. Now, it does feel like it's got a cooling effect. I don't know if that's me, and I'm probably using too much. I always rub my primers in with my hands. I just think your hands are like your best tools, and it helps the product kind of melt a little bit better and heat it up to melt into your skin. Oh my gosh, those puppies. They're just such a joy. It does feel very velvety. Now, it does feel like one of those pore hiding or pore filling primers, so it does feel like very velvety. So it does feel very velvety to the touch. It really does. Oh my goodness, guys. So let's see if we can tell a difference already. And if the lights are a bit too much, I will turn those off so y'all can see a little bit better. First of all, guys, I can tell you right now that it looks like it's very pore filling. It is hiding and blurring my pores like you wouldn't believe. I could see all of my pores on this side, and this side, it's just blurred them away. And I should have put them on this side because Bob decided to visit me. He needs to go home because I'm already tired of his tail. But it is very blurry, and it does have a slightly tacky texture, not really anything major. I do like kind of a sticky texture because I feel like it's really gripping and holding on to my makeup. Get closer here and let me know if you could tell a difference. Now remember, this side is primer, this side is no primer. And let's turn one of these off. Maybe I think you can see better. Primer. No primer. Primer. No primer. So I usually color correct because of my birthmark, but today I'm not going to do that. I'm going to skip that and we're going to go straight to foundation. This is one of my favorite brushes. This is a Broadway Colors foundation brush. I have never tried the Artiste brushes, but this is supposed to be a dupe for it. I absolutely love it. Now I'm going to go in with the foundation that I know works. I just absolutely love that something drugstore is going viral right now. Absolutely love that because I think drugstore is really up in their game, and I think they don't get the credit that they deserve. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. Now mine is in shade Buff Bisque. Now sometimes this is a little bit too dark for me, But today it's going to work. So I just stopped that on and cover that bad boy up. Bob, why don't you go home? I mean, I didn't even send him an invitation. And again, if you're new here, you've got to subscribe because I've got the best video coming up. New plan. I can't find my brush. Probably one of the puppies. So I'm going to just go ahead and do it with this brush. Now, usually in my normal routine, foundation routine every day, I blend my foundation out and buff it out with the brush, and then I'll go in with the beauty blender after it. Now, you will have a more full coverage look if you do go in with a brush, and a more light to medium coverage if you're using this, just a beauty blender. I got eye bags for days. And you can really feel it when you're blending, and you can feel that stick, so I absolutely love that feeling. Matter of fact, I don't even think I need to go in with my blender, because if y'all seen that right now, y'all would laugh at me, because my puppy chewed it up, and it was the only one that I had left, because all my makeup burned up in the house New Year's morning, and that was the only one that I've got right now, and it's chewed up, so I don't want y'all to make fun of me. So the brush is going to have to work, and not to mention its full coverage look, and I'm just going to be wearing around foundation today. I don't even know if I'll even do my brows. And like I said, a little bit of bronzer and stuff to bring that light back to my face. Guys, I don't know about y'all, but I can tell a difference in each side right now, and I want to get closer so y'all can see, you can see a difference, but I'll tell you what I see from now. First of all, putting it on and applying it with the brush, I can feel it stick into the makeup. I can feel the makeup stick into the primer. So I do love that. Which it was doing it on this side too. But again, I've got dry skin, so it always does that. But I can actually feel like this is doing something. This side right here, you can tell my pores are just blurred. They're non-existent. And on this side, I could see my pores through the foundation. And it just looks like the makeup is sitting on top of a smoother canvas on this side. So I'll go ahead and turn the light off. Or I'll do it this way and then I'll cut the light off. So, because I don't know what y'all can see. I haven't edited yet. I don't know. Primer. No primer. Now let's turn the light off. Primer. No primer. Can you tell a difference? Like this side, my pores are just like, bye, see you later. What pores? What pores? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of concealer, and we're going to, and don't laugh at me, I know I said that like Laura Lee, don't be making fun of me out there, I mean it. So I'm just going to go in with the concealer that I know absolutely works. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. Of course, this is a favorite of many people. I just love the way that it looks. It's definitely a medium to full coverage concealer. You can build it up to be very full coverage. And it doesn't dry down all the way, so it don't look exactly matte. And it does have a slight luminosity to it. So, I know time. Well, I can tell a difference just by the way the concealer is going on. So I'm just going to go in with this e.l.f. brush to blend that out. And usually I'll blend out my concealer with a beauty blender. And again, I don't want y'all to make fun of me, so I'm not even going to bring that out. Alright guys, there is how the concealer sits on top of the foundation that sits on top of the primer, which is absolutely lovely. Like I said, I'm a big fan of this concealer anyways, so I could still tell that on this side of my face it is hiding. I've got really bad eye bags. I've got really bad dark circles up under my eyes, and I can tell that it's hiding them a lot more better, and it's just kind of blurred out the bags, the pores, the everything. So, oh, I think you're doing good with this one, but we don't know. I can't tell you nothing 100% until we do the actual wear test, so let me go ahead and get done with this. I'm going to go ahead and set my concealer. Now, I'm going to use a powder that I know works. I've been using this here lately, and I absolutely love it. It is the Pretty Vulgar Matte About You powder. Now, this is just such a good powder. Now, I've been so stuck on RCMA all the time, but until I used this powder, I was like, oh my god, there are actual other powders out there that actually work. And I don't really bake. I'll put it on, I'll put a bake on, but I'll instantly dust it away. I don't let it set because, again, my skin is very dry, and I usually just do it in the places that I've concealed. And very light-handed over the other places that I've concealed. Again, I don't let it set. I just go ahead and wipe it off because I don't want to look like a lizard. No offense, lizard people. And then whatever is left on the face, I just kind of blur around. Guys, I'm saying this side of my face is looking absolutely beautiful. I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer just to give some light back in my face. But I'm going to be using a matte bronzer. Now, I'm going to be using the bronzer in this Profusion Pro Starter Kit. This thing is just an all-in-one kit. There's eyeshadows in the lid of it. There is eyeshadows right there. There are the bronzers and a blush. And then down here we got the highlighters. So this is an all-in-one kit. So I'm going to go in with this bronzer. It is very matte. There is no shimmer to it at all, and that's exactly what I want. And that's just going to give a little color back to the face. Usually when I do makeup, I do the works. I contour, I bronze, I do it all. But I don't have anything to do today, and I'm really wanting to test out the primer itself and not the other products. Get up under that chin. That's a very beautiful bronzer. I love it. Alright guys, now that is my finished face, at least for today. Now, y'all have seen what I've done. I've done my foundation with a little bit of concealer, and then I set my concealer with powder, and I added a little bit of bronzer just to bring some life back into my face. I'm not going to do my brows, my eyes, nothing else, because I am testing the primer and not the rest of the products. So I am going to try to do a check-in, but I will definitely be back to see how this is wearing at the end of the day. And again, I will let y'all see one last time what it looks like before it might look a mess. So primer, no primer. Right now, first impressions of this, it's absolutely amazing. That's all I will say. That is first impressions. Again, we have got to test out the wear time. So guys, I will be back in a little bit. Alright guys, I'm back, and I just realized I did not give y'all a time below. I did this at about 10 o'clock this morning. It is now 8:31. So that's a good 10 hours. So it really wasn't all day, but it was long enough for me to review it. And you know what? I really don't wear makeup over, I would say, 8 to 10 hours. And most of the time, not even that. And I usually just wear makeup just to walk around the house. But I did forget to tell y'all that that is what time it was this morning when I done that. And first of all, let me say, wow, I'm in love. I am in love. This primer is amazing, and I'm just going to have to say it, guys. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I think I've found a holy grail primer for myself. Now, of course, I'm going to show you close-ups, and we'll go back to the pictures from this morning, and I didn't forget to check in. I didn't check in, but I did take pictures of how the primer and the foundation was doing at about 4 o'clock. I think it was around 4 o'clock when I took those pictures. Wow. Guys, now I'm going to go ahead and show you. First of all, remember Bob, okay? Bob is still there, and again, he has made his appearance. He's just showing off like nothing. This was the side with no primer. This was the side with primer. This side I am feeling still looks really good. The pores are still blurred. Now, the concealer, it did wear off a little bit, but that is the concealer. I find 4 to 6 hours with that concealer, and it's done for. But the foundation looks amazing. I mean, amazing. This looks like I've just applied it. This side, not so much. This side, I could already see my dark spots. They are shining through, and of course, Bob there. And my birthmark, that is my biggest telltale. When that starts shining through, when it starts showing as if I didn't even have makeup on, then of course. And I do touch my face a lot during the day, and well, people has told me that my face is very animated. I think that's a nice way of telling me I got a lot of wrinkles and lines. So, you know what, so be it. But anyway, so I am always smiling, laughing. Well, I've been crying a lot here lately, so yeah, I did cry with this on too. So actually, it is amazing. This is an amazing primer, guys. And of course, I've had a cold, so I blew my nose like 456 times today. So of course, the foundation ain't going to be on the nose. I have absolutely rubbed it completely off. And if you remember, all we done was foundation. I did concealer, and I set my concealer, and I done a little bit of bronzer, and that was it. But this side is still looking like I just applied it, and this side, well, you see what it looks like. So guys, I think I have found a holy grail primer for my collection. This is sold out everywhere, but they are supposed to be restocking this, I think, in Ulta, at E.l.f. Now, I went ahead and ordered it from E.l.f., straight from E.l.f. But again, this was the day before Jeffree Star even reviewed this stuff. And time he reviewed it, of course, it went trending, it went viral, and now it is sold out everywhere. So for $8, if you like the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, you will absolutely love this. I even feel like this performed a little bit better than the Tatcha, as bad as I hate to say it, because I do love her products. This one honestly does. I just wish I had it here. I wish I had it here to test it together to show y'all, but you'll just have to take my word for it, guys. This, I think, performed way better, and it's $8. I paid $8 for this, and of course, when I got it from E.l.f., it was free shipping, so all I had to pay was the tax on it, which is amazing. Again, I will give y'all a close-up. I'll turn that light off. This is primer. No primer. Light off. Primer. No primer. Guys, I don't know if y'all could see the difference. It looks like I've just applied my makeup, except for the nose. Again, I have blowed my nose 456 times today, so there's not going to be foundation, primer, or anything there anyways. And again, my skin is very dry, very, very, very dry. So again, if you like the Tatcha, I would definitely give this one a try. You know, if you don't like these poreless primers, I don't think this is going to be the one for you. Now, usually I'll go in with 2 primers anyways for my normal routine. What I'll do is I'll dab out, or I'll dab in a poreless primers in my pore-prone areas, which is usually around the nose. I got some on the forehead right here and a lot on my chin. So I will dab those in, and then I'll go in with a hydrating or a luminous primer after that for the rest of the face. And usually that's just my go-to. Well, I used this on the whole face and nothing else, and it worked perfectly. So I'm going to be using this, and matter of fact, when it does restock, I'm going to grab another one just so I don't run out, because that's how beloved this is going to be. Anyways, guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed seeing this review. And if you are new here, go down there and hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notification bell on, because I do upload a few times a week, and I do a lot of spoilers. So if you like beauty boxes, I do a lot of spoilers. So make sure your bell's on. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're supporting my channel. And guys, I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.